Yo, what's happening? Your boy Jay Hustler. Minnesota Minnesota woman calls a black kid the N-word. Let's check it out.
The child? Did you call the child? It is my business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody digging into your. That little kid, you call him a. The little child? Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know that's a hate speech, and you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Okay, we'll see about that with the internet.
So she's throwing a temper tantrum because the black kid came over, I guess, try to play with the with her son or something. He took something of the little boys. Now she's throwing a temper tantrum out there. One of the witnesses out there on the playground, you know, seen the whole act, and she's out there calling the kid the N-word, so far, so forth. And I don't know, man. It seemed like one of the situations you got these Karens out here that's really having a racist fit, throwing the attitude, but yet and still we think that it no longer exists. But racism, it always been around long before we was here, our parents was here, our ancestors, all that. It's never gonna go away. But to see it continue to happen over and over again in this climate, it just goes to show you that, you know, these people don't have any, you know, no empathy or sympathy for anyone else. But not only that she did what she did, she went and started it was something like a GoFundMe, but it's more of some kind of fund page where she's saying she's receiving death threats and all this kind of stuff from what she's been saying. Here's an article here from Fox 9. It's a woman saying racial slurs in viral Rochester video raises hundreds and thousands of dollars for herself. And again, this is Minnesota. A viral video shot in Rochester, Minnesota shows a woman saying racial slurs after being confronted by a man who claims she called a child a racial slur. The woman didn't deny calling the child slur, saying he acts like one for reaching into her diaper bag. So she raised a fund, has garnered more than $390K for the woman who was recorded saying the slurs. Damn. So her goal was so many thousands, but she raised 390,000. Goes on to say the video has since gone viral, being posted on TikTok, and the woman has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars after claiming her and her family in danger and they need relocated after being threatened to a stream by people online. Like she wouldn't get any backlash from that. And she was all big and bad, licking her tongue all in the camera, shooting, flicking people off. And this is the behavior that she's gonna have. So the video shows a woman holding a child being confronted by the man recording her. The man speaking out of the camera view asked the woman if she called the child at the playground the N-word. The woman began walking away before turning around and calling the man the N-word. So she called the person recording her the N-word as well. And she's making an obscene gesture, we know, with the flicking off and all the talking back and shit. So he took my son's stuff, the woman said when the man pressed her. So that gives you the right to call the 5-year-old child the N-word. And in that video, I don't know if I could quite see the kid. He was standing in the let's see if I can go back to it. He was standing in the swing set part. Let me see if I can go back to it. Trying to zoom in to it a little bit, but he looked a little more than 5. He looked killer like he about 7 or 8. I'm trying to find it here, but buffering right now. Struggle streaming, but it's all good. So if that's what he's gonna act like, the woman said, the TikTok clip was posted by Tizzy ENT and Thursday as a commentary, has more than 10.5 views on Friday. So Fox 9 has not been able to locate the original video. They're taking a deeper dive. The woman in the video has launched online crowdfunding page that has raised more than $390K and the goal of reaching 1 million. Yeah, she on her pace to get that. For what? I don't even know. But the whole point of this thing is you have Karen. Any other time they go, just running behind the black guy or anyone black in a public space and, just crying about and stalking other people about what they doing and just don't mind their business. And now they, now just think about this. Suppose that she would have had to call the police on this young child. Do you think it would have been a different situation, a different outcome, had the police would have showed up there? So that says a lot. It says a lot about this woman character, man. And it just goes on to show that she's the scene with the NAACP Rochester branch launched its own crowdfunding effort to raise money for the 5-year-old boy involved in the incident. Organizers say the money will be used for legal redress and social justice efforts in support of the child and family. The legal advocacy and accountability efforts, the broader social justice and the anti-racism work in Rochester to change the culture and ensure that never happens again. A fundraiser was raised more than 100,000 with a goal of 250. So she's on a very fast pace, and the NAACP is just gonna their goal is 250,000, and they only raise more than 100K. This is about more than one incident, and it's about who we are as a community and what we choose to stand for, says the NAACP. These organizations come to step in, and they really it's just the ambulance chasers. They stand up for things to get them publicity, some kind of shine to make them think that they're doing something. But we all know how that goes. Anytime the blacks are really lacking involved, and not saying that the woman was totally, I ain't said no fault by any stretch. This woman knows she was dead wrong in this act. But to sit here and act like that, we're gonna come up here and stand ground when we got each other, shooting up blocks, killing our own kind. Now we make a big uproar and all this virtual signaling when they got this type of stuff that goes on in the community or out in public. So tell me what y'all think down in leave the comments below and tell me what you think. Do you think there's going to be a lawsuit here? How the witness said, stating in the camera, or you think the NAACP is going to make a difference in this video? Peace.